A very good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome back to geography class. Today in this class we will discuss about volcanoes. As it is given in the syllabus, just we should concentrate only on the meaning of volcanoes, then types, active, dormant and extinct volcanoes, effects, that is constructive and destructive effects, important volcanic zones of the world. Only that is the concept which you should focus. The causes of volcanic eruptions as well as products of volcano and structure of a volcano, just you can have a glance. But mainly you should focus on meaning, the definition of volcanoes, types, that is active, dormant and extinct, then effects, that is constructive and destructive, then important volcanic zones of the world. Just we can have a glance of these causes as well as products and structure of the volcanoes in the first concept. Yes, meaning. We will focus very importantly the meaning or definition. The volcanic eruptions are sudden movements associated with internal forces of the earth. Now the definition comes here. A volcano is a vent in the earth's crust from which fiery hot magma erupts from the earth's interior. Please do learn the definition, my dear. A volcano is a vent in the earth's crust from which fiery hot magma erupts from the earth's interior. The main causes of the volcanic eruptions, or just you know the definitions. Heat and pressure inside the earth, then plate tectonics and magma chamber. Only it may be asked in any, if you are attending any competitive exams, just if you know what are the main causes for the eruption of volcanoes, that is heat and pressure inside the earth, plate tectonics and magma chamber. This much information is more than enough. Next, what are the products of volcano? During the eruption of a volcano, what will be produced? A volcano erupts a number of products like steam, gases, molten rock, dust, ashes and other liquid and solid matter also. Mainly magma and lava and as well as solid matter. Magma means the molten rock material inside the earth is known as magma. When it reaches the surface of the earth, it is known as lava. Next, solid matter. The solid fragments are rock pieces known as pyroclasts and the solid fine particles which are called dust. These two are the main solid matters which will be produced during the volcanic eruption. The rock fragments that a volcano erupts do not originate from the magma chamber but are picked up by the magma in the course of its upward movement. Now we will move on to the next concept, structure of a volcano. Here it is little bit important, because what is the important structure of a volcano? In the next page in your on the screen which is provided in front of you, in the next slide there is a picture, clear cut picture of the structure of a volcano. Please have a glance. Now we will discuss about the structure. The very hot material that the volcano pours out creates both inside and the earth and on the surface structures typical of particular type of eruption. The eruption may take place quietly or violently. So what is the important structure here of a volcano? Here, vent. The lava flows out through an opening in the earth's crust called vent. What is vent? Lava which flows out through an opening in the earth's crust. The opening where it moves, where it flows out upwards, that is known as vent. The opening is usually like a circular pipe. There may be only on one opening at the summit, but however subsidiary vents are formed during repeated eruptions. Usually at the summit means on the top there will be only one opening, but due to the repeated eruptions in between there may be many openings, many vents may be formed. What is vent? When lava flows out through an opening, that opening is called as, which is in a circular pipe shape. Lava comes out and reaches to the earth's surface. that is known as the path is known as vent. Next, volcanic cone. The erupted fluid matter being hot collects around the vent and begins to cool gradually and solidifies. The erupted fluid matter from the interior part of the earth began hot, collects around the vent, and it starts to collect the erupted fluid matter and it gradually cools and solidifies. The accumulation of material around the vent gives to the volcano its typical cone-like shape, which is known as volcanic cone. These are actually landforms of a volcano, which we will discuss in the subsequently in the concept of effects of volcano. Here, these conical shape which gradually cools the fluid matter, which becomes cool and solidifies, finally forms as the conical shape around the vent. Okay, this later on will change as landforms. This accumulation will be termed as different types of landforms, which are one of the effects of volcanoes. This is about the meaning, causes, products of a volcano and structure of a volcano. In the next page, very next page, you can have a glance of the structure of a volcano. Dear students, please do have a glance of this structure of a composite volcano. You please draw it in your classwork, a neat diagram of structure of a volcano along with its parts also. Please label them. Next, we will move on to types of volcanoes. On the basis of frequency of their eruption, volcanoes are classified into three main types, that is active, dormant and extinct volcanoes. Active volcanoes, these are the volcanoes which are presently in active state and have erupted in the recent past. There are at present about 500 known active volcanoes. About 20 of these volcanoes may erupt at any time. A few of these volcanoes are also in a state of permanent eruption. Some of the examples of active volcanoes are Mount Stromboli and Mount Etna in Italy, Pinatubo in Philippines and Mauna Loa in Hawaii Islands. Once again, what is the definition of active volcano? In the word itself, we can see the meaning, my dear. These are the volcanoes which are presently in active state and have erupted in the recent past. Only that is the definition. They are presently in active state and they may erupt at any time, and they which have erupted in the recent past. And examples you please do learn. Next, dormant volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes. These volcanoes have not erupted in recent historical period. They are also called as sleeping volcanoes, as many become active at any time. They may become active at any time. These dormant volcanoes which have not been erupted in recent past, long back which have been erupted, but they may become active also at any time. Best example for the dormant volcano, which is the other name is sleeping volcano. Dormant volcanoes are Mount Kilimanjaro of Africa. Of course, Mount Vesuvius, though regarded as an active, Mount Vesuvius, this volcano was regarded earlier as an active volcano, but actually now it is considered as dormant because it has been there has been no major eruption since 1944. Many other volcanoes in Philippines and Japan are examples of dormant volcanoes. Next, we will move on to third type of volcano, that is extinct volcano. Extinct, in the word itself we can see the definition, which are disappearing, extinct. These are the types which have not erupted in the present geological period, in the recent geological period, which have not been erupted and are not likely to become active again also. But dormant, they may become active at any time. What is the difference between dormant and extinct? These extinct volcanoes have not erupted in the present geological period, as long back they have been erupted, but at present, which is a recent past, which have not been erupted, as well as they may not erupt, likely to become active again. They are not likely to become active again in future also. Best example, Mount Aconcagua in South America and Mount Kenya in Africa are the examples of such volcanoes. Definition as well as examples, please do learn, my dear students. Active is nothing but which have been erupted in the recent past. At present, which are active. Then dormant means which have not erupted in recent historical period, but they may erupt at any time in future. Extinct means which have not been erupted recent past, as well as they may not erupt again also. These are the three types of volcanoes, and along with their examples, please do learn.